It's the OJs on WDAS-FM, the classic and I love music. We are remembering Butterball today through song. The best way that we can really pay homage to a legend, not only of this radio station, but of the city. Butter passed away at the age of 70 this morning. I'm Patty Jackson. Here's my conversation with Mr. Gamble. We've got Kenny Gamble joining us as we take in this news on the passing of Butter. You work with Butter for so many years, dating back to the days of Romeo. What was the group called? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kenny Gamble and the Romeo.
Yes, yes.
I tell you, first I just like to send out my condolences to Butter's family, Cynthia, and all his children. But Patty, I'll tell you something. I've been knowing Butter for almost, I would say, got to be almost 50 years. And for Gamble in the House and Philly International, Butter was a part of our family. He was an integral part for us, And I remember when I used to go in the studio, and I would call Butter up. Him and Cynthia used to come over to my house, and I'd play all my music for me. And Butter, he would pick all the hits for me. He'd say, go with this one, Gamble, go with this one, So, God, what a loss, but what a great brother he was. And Philadelphia will always remember Butterball. I mean, he's known all over the country, though. But
you know what? You know what really stands out about Butter? He was such a wonderful person. I mean, we know the music and the hops and the record hops and the dancing, but he had such a wonderful spirit, and he taught me not so much about music, but he taught me about life and how you treat people and how you go through life and how important family was. His family meant everything to him.
Everything to him, yeah. Hey, listen, by the way, I remember I had a part of introducing Cynthia to Butter. You know what I mean? And so, God bless you, Cynthia. Hey, listen, she's a wonderful girl. They're one of the few of us that stayed together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how long. They got to be married about 45 years or something.
Married a very long time.
Yeah, long time, and but this is a great music man. He's a great human being. He was humble. And the funny part about it, yesterday, he and I played phone tag. We must have called each other 4 times apiece yesterday. He was trying to call me. I was trying to call him back, and then his phone was all messed up, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him. So this comes as a real shock to me, And I did notice that his voice sounded real weak yesterday when he put it on my answering machine.
Mm-hmm. So, he's going to be missed.
Yeah, he's going to be missed, and I just. It's part of the process of life, and he's been going through it for the last few years.
Yes, he has.
And so now he's at peace, and God bless him, And I mean, WDAS would not even be WDAS without people like Georgie Woods, Jocko, Lord Fauntleroy, and God knows Butterball he kept the whole thing going. And now you, Fatty, you got to take the torch and keep it going,
He is definitely going to be missed. He taught us all so much. And when you think of just the great jocks that came out of this radio station and under the guidance of Butter, he really, he just, God.
Well, I forgot to mention Kate Williams and Bonnie Prince. And I mean, the history of WDAS is just... it's just unbelievable, and Huff and myself, we were fortunate to be able to have a great relationship with Bob Klein, Max Leon, and their daughter, Winnie, I mean, so it's just an unbelievable story, WDAS, and Butterball, he played a tremendous role in the development of music, not only in Philadelphia, but all over the country. It's going to be a shock to a lot of people. He was really loved by a lot of people. It's unbelievable.
Thank you, Mr. Gamble. Thank you for taking time out of your day.
Right,
he loved you, and he treasured your friendship.
Yeah, that was my man. And I'm going to tell you something. It was, when I found out about it, I think he was trying to call me yesterday, and I was trying to get back to him and said, but hey, listen, God bless you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Gamble. Thank you.
Okay, Patty. See you later. All right, bye-bye.
So
Lionel Richie is joining us as we remember Butterball on this very sad day. I got to tell you, Lionel, he loved you. He had the best Lionel Richie stories. He did. I mean, he just remembered those days. He was like, I knew Lionel when Lionel wasn't the lead singer.
Exactly. Well, first of all, let me just tell you something. If you want to talk about the history of Lionel Richie, the history of the Commodores, the history of my life, you know, Butterball had it down, Pat. And the thing about it was I was always afraid he just might write the book. So now we can answer that question. If he didn't write the book, you won't hear about all the great stories in there. I'm telling you, we have history together. I'm going to miss that guy.
He is going to be missed. He had such a wonderful ear for picking hits and knowing music.
I used to love the most is getting that phone call from him, you know, because you would always go, I wonder what Butterball's going to think. And then you would get that magical call, you got yourself another one. and you got yourself another one, kid, you know, and of course it's just his humor. I think the part that makes this business really what it is the relationship between an artist and the jock. I mean, to me, you walk into a radio station and that guy could light up a room just by the fact of his hug, and then you walk over, you know you're in good hands because he's going to tell you, this is a smash record, or you know what you need to do, you need to come back with this record. He'll point the record out to you. He'll say, the next one you come with is this one. You know what I'm saying? He just had it down pat. And a lot of times, there are people who can play records, they don't hear the record.
Yeah.
He was definitely a pair of ears.
Well, Lionel, he loved you. He loved the music. He did. His face would just like light up, and he said that you were like one of his favorite people in the world. So thank you so much for calling us. We are devastated around here. We really are.
What, though? We were so blessed. Let me just say this: we were so blessed to have that spirit in our lives, to where we could actually enjoy his light. And so we were blessed. I'm not kidding you. Every once in a while, an angel will come to earth and entertain us. And this man did just that.
Yes, he did. Lionel Richie, we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. God.
Stop chat. iHeartRadio Music You Should Know, featuring James Fortune. Hold on. Music is coming up next.
The soul of Philadelphia, Butter. We will miss you. It's 105.3 WDAS.
Jeffrey Osborne back in love again on WDAS-FM. We're remembering Butters this afternoon. He passed away at the age of 70 this morning. I'm Patty Jackson. Mimi Brown is in the studio with me, our WDAS family. There is no Michael Baisden today. We're going to remember Butter and song. We have a lot of people calling in with their memories. You can reach out to us on social media, our WDAS Facebook, our at WDAS-FM on Twitter. We thank you for the comments, for your sharing your love. This is very hard for us. You have no idea how it is to love somebody, but that old mantra, the show must go on. And that's what we're doing here. I had a chance to talk to Jeffrey Osborne, one of the many artists that Butter discovered. As we remember Butter on this sad day, I know he loved LTD. He loved Jeffrey Osborne. I think I got my love for the group from him because he loved you guys so much. Jeffrey Osborne is joining us. I'm telling you, when you think of Concentrate on You, we both deserve each other's love. Jeffrey, these were like staples, and Back in Love Again, they were like staples of his show. Thank you for calling in.
God. Oh, I'm so sad. You know, you hate to lose someone like Butter. He meant so much to this whole industry of ours. He was just incredible, man. I owe so much of my career to him because, you know, Philadelphia is one of those markets that break records. You know, there are other regions that are followers. They sit back and see what what the Philadelphias are doing, and the DCs are doing, and Butter was just so incredible, man. He not only was back in the day did he play our single, he played 4 or 5 other songs off the album. I mean, our whole album was being played. He was just a wonderful spirit, a true music man, and I find that now that's one thing that's missing today. As you go around the country and you go to radio stations, they don't have people like Butter in those places that really know music and the history of music before them. They have a lot of people in place that don't know anything about the history of music. So we have lost a great human being and a great music man. And I'm so sad. I haven't been in touch with Butter, I guess, in the last about a year, because, every time I come through, I usually go to DAS. And the last time I came through, I actually did see him. And he was just a wonderful person, and he always helped us as artists. He always would sit down and take time with us and ask us what we're doing and want to hear what we're doing and make suggestions. Maybe you should do this. Why don't you try this? I mean, always there. Brought us through for shows. I did shows for DAS, and Butter would be the one that would contact me. Jeffrey, you got to come through, man. We're putting a big show together. We want you. And it's like, it's just so heartbreaking, man, to lose a wonderful person like Butterball.
Jeffrey Osborne, we love and appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It is definitely my pleasure. And I just hope Philadelphia realizes, how important he was to the rest of the country, actually the rest of the world, because he set us up as artists. He set us up. He set our careers up, and we went forth all over the world to represent, what people like Butter had started for us. So he's going to be well missed, without a doubt.
And thank you, Jeffrey Osborne. We're simulcasting on our sister station, 1480 WDAS AM, the soul of Philadelphia, and we are live here as we remember Butter on WDAS FM. And Bet You by Golly Wow. We're remembering Butterball through song, kind of like the best way we know how to remember him. Earlier today, I had a chance to catch up with Leon Huff. Legendary producer, songwriter Leon Huff is joining us this afternoon as we remember Butter, and we are truly shocked around here. Mr. Huff, thanks for calling in.
Well, how could I not do that, Patty? Because when I heard the news, I was like a cloud of sadness came over me. Especially my wife, Regina, boy, I'm telling you, she's going to miss him desperately because she went to his dances every Sunday. Her favorite words to me was, "I'm going to Butterball tonight, Leon," and that's what she loved to do. And I know she was very sad when she heard about the news too. Patty, I want to convey our condolences to the family. And I knew the family and. To me, but hey, Patty, I got a story. I was on my way home from the studio, and I remember Butterball came on to WDAS and had 20 minutes. Am I right or wrong? He had 20 minutes, and Butterball took that station by storm because he took those 20 minutes and turned them into an empire. Because Butterball had some of the greatest ears for music that I've known. And I'm telling you, Butterball is a part of Philly International's history. Jam One Huff music. Butterball was our ears. And we're going to miss him desperately.
Mr. Leon Huff, thank you so much for sharing your reflections, and he will definitely be missed, but never, ever forgotten.
Thank you, Patty.
4 in 10. iHeartRadio music you should know. Brian Culberson featuring Vivian Green. Still here.